This last year, the Rangers defending their World Series title saw their run production decrease by a run and a half per game compared to their title season, so they needed a fix. And on December 11th, they traded for our next guest here on your home of the Rangers. The big new first baseman out there, combined 63 home runs the last 2 seasons. Jake Berger joining us now here on The Fan. And a good afternoon to you, sir. How the heck are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
It's been a lot of fun to watch you this week, man. Yesterday we were on with CY when you hit the bomb, and again today, the ball just exploding off your bat. Is this normal? Is this what we're in for here?
Yeah, when I'm in the right position, it's pretty regular, and especially with the right launch angles. And, for me, I'm going to hit the ball hard, and, hopefully it goes a long way.
So when you're kind of locked in like that, are you in the dugout getting ready for your bat like, man, this one might go out of the yard. This is good.
Yeah, you always some days I'll wake up and I'm like, I'm hitting a home run today. Just how it feels. My first swing in the cage, I'm like, hell yeah. But other times, it's more just when I don't get in my own way in my head, thinking about my moves too much. It's just, hey, go out there and compete. Good things happen, and especially when they're slotting correctly. I feel good. I mean, I feel like I hit a ball consistently over 110 when I do that.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, and you've probably always been that kind of player. You were always a strong kid growing up. Team was looking for some power from.
Yeah. It was interesting because I was kind of like a ground ball, low line drive guy, wearing out the 6-hole for probably up until my freshman year of college, and then I didn't play summer ball that year, and just got to work with my hitting coach, Nate Thompson, who's at Arkansas now, and we kind of worked on getting that launch angle up, and that's when I jumped from like 4 home runs with like 40 doubles to kind of the flip of that. Not 4 doubles, but I kind of got up to 23 or 22 home runs in college, and those movements that I kind of learned
must have been very exciting for you.
Yeah,
kind of changed the trajectory a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. I felt like I was always hitting the ball hard, but one hopper through the 6-hole doesn't play at the big leagues.
So go ahead.
When we were just talking off air, you were playing hockey as well when you were in high school growing up in St. Louis. So were you like Fulton Reed with the slap shot, just basically breaking glass all the time?
Yeah, I mean that it's interesting because there's a lot of hockey players that can pick up a bat and kind of compete out there, and I think it's a similar type of movement. And I always felt like I had a good slap shot, kind of play on the side on the power play, just kind of in the Ovechkin area, and that's just kind of always been part of it.
Jake Berger with us. So story goes, the other night you're at the hospital with your daughter.
Yes.
At 11, and then you're on a bird at 5:45 in the morning, and you hit the home run a few hours later.
Yeah. It was a long couple days. I flew in Sunday night after the Cubs game at Cubs, and we had surgery early the next morning. Kind of woke up at 4 a.m. Drove to the hospital, and it's the longest day of my life, longest day of my wife's life. But we kind of look at that as it was a great opportunity for us to just be there with each other and be present with each other, and just kind of pray, and just when it's out of your control, it's tough. And she did great. She's a warrior. Glad she gets to hold it over her brother's head for the rest of his life. But then it was recovery, and obviously some scares here and there. Anytime you have open heart surgery, there's going to be something in there. And today we got the news that she's moving out of the ICU to step down, and she should get discharged probably Sunday or Monday, which my wife's ready to get home with her and back in the normal routine. And but yeah, I mean that first day was, or I guess first game back. 8 coffees. Josh wasn't lying. It was 8 coffees, and it was about 3 hours of sleep, and hopped on the plane, finished 2 books, so I was really excited about that. I don't sleep well on planes, and got out here, and I'm just grateful that my daughter got through it, and I wouldn't be able to do it without my awesome rock star wife, and just kind of having that in my mind, it kind of eases this a little bit more out here. It's just take every day, just with gratitude. And, I feel like I've got that full effect going right now.
The 3 of us here were girl dads, so we empathize with that. We can't imagine what it would be like to be in that situation. How old is she?
4 months.
4 months old.
Yeah, she's already She's already sassy. She's like my sister, her aunt. You know, she's got that sassy attitude already.
The fighters, man.
Yeah,
they're the best ones.
sure.
My daughter spent the first 2 months in the NICU as well, so she was a preemie. Nothing comparable to what you're dealing with there, but they're the fighters, man.
Oh, the NICU. I mean, that we were there for 5 days. Fortunately, we thought we were going to be there for a lot longer, and that's tough on any parent.
Bless those nurses, man.
Yep.
Is it like a safe space when you're able to come back out to the diamond and play baseball? Like, is it hard to kind of clap out of that?
Yeah, for sure. But like the love and support from the organization, top to bottom, with CY and Ross, and obviously familiar friend and Skip, and Pipe out there, and then my teammates have been just incredible. They got a blanket for Penelope with her name stitched on it. Everybody signed it, and just everybody asking how she's doing and wanting an update. So it's been. Felt the love, throughout this entire community.
So is Penelope the same daughter that you changed your number for? Can you tell us more about that story?
Yes, yeah. So trisomy 21 is basically the non-scientific version is Down syndrome, and call us the lucky few, and that's how we feel. And my wife actually came up with the idea of like, you know what, I think this is going to be more meaningful for a lot more people than just us with this change of number to 21 to honor her and all the families out there with a child with Down syndrome or, a best friend with Down syndrome. And so it's first time I'm wearing a number that's not for me. I don't feel when I put that jersey on that it's for me. It's for all those families out there.
That's terrific stuff here with Jake Berger, new Rangers first baseman in the GBag Nation. So we know you can hit. I just read an article about you working on your fielding a lot.
Yeah.
What was your priority there, or what was the emphasis?
Yeah, I think obviously played some first base last year. It was kind of split time between third and first, and it's the first year where I'm dialing in on first base and trying to get as good as I can over there. I felt comfortable. Felt like as it progressed, I got better and better over there, just with the more reps and stuff. And it's just getting with rags and working on certain small, minute plays that are going to make a big difference when it comes to over there. And obviously learning everybody's arm and what they can do, what they can't, and you're kind of like I wouldn't say backup quarterback because the catcher's the quarterback of the entire defense, but you have a really strong position over there with you can save a lot of innings on certain plays.
So you've had a bunch of production in Chicago, in Miami. You mentioned here the clubhouse. I think like for us, that it's so unique, this Rangers clubhouse. Like Jock Peterson, incredible. Like you, great personalities. Kyle Higashioka, same thing. Like for CY, that seems so important. How's that been with the Rangers so far?
Yeah, I mean, it feels in a sense like a college clubhouse. Everybody's caring for each other, and like it doesn't feel like pro ball. You feel like you got everybody's back, and that's the culture you want to play in, and that's the culture that wins. And so if everybody's pulling from the same side of the rope, that's a scary team to play day in and day out.
What was your reaction when you found out you got traded?
Overjoyed, and it was really exciting because I don't know, it just seems like it lines up. We feel like this is the right spot for us at this moment. It's just like everything kind of aligned together. Dallas has a great children's hospital, and with Penelope and her birth, we need a children's hospital just to make sure that everything's okay. And my son woke up like 2 hours into going down for sleep, and it was my wife's turn to go up, and I actually got the call while she was up in the room, and that was I ran upstairs, and I'm like waiting outside the door, and probably scared my wife immensely. But I told her that, hey, I just got traded to the Texas Rangers, and we both just like, hey, let's go. Like that night, I got an Airbnb in Arizona to get ready for that, and I'm glad to be back in Arizona too. I didn't like Florida spring training.
Yeah, lengthy rides, right?
Yeah,
to and fro. Mm-hmm. Jake Berger here with you on 105 through the fan. So your Twitter handle is BurgerBot?
Burgertron.
Burgertron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that the nickname?
So Calvin Munson, who plays linebacker in the NFL, played baseball with him growing up, and one day, it was probably during like the Transformer Megatron like type craze, and he's like, you know what, we should call you Burgertron. And so made that Twitter handle, and it hasn't changed since.
Burgatron.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, you're built like a brick S house. I thought I was looking at your thighs earlier today. I was looking at your forearms. I was like, my dear God, Jake.
No wonder he's hitting dongs.
How exciting is it to go from the humidity of Miami Outdoor Park, just sweat and tail, to now indoors at Globe Life Field?
No, I'm excited to play in Globe Life. It's we've been there for FanFest, and it's exciting. I have a lot of history at Globe Life too. I got traded from Chicago to Miami there, and hit my first home run with Miami there. So I'm hoping to make a lot more great memories there.
Heck yeah! When you get traded, is that CY calling you? Is that your agent calling you?
So with Chicago, my agent actually found out first and called me. This time, CY let me know, and it was funny because he gave me the phone. He's like, hey, or talked to me on the phone. He goes, hey, I got some friends to talk to you too. And Skip's like, let's go, dude. And
Nice.
Hype got the phone too. And it's just crazy and really exciting for us.
What surprised you more when you saw it? The size of Chris Young or the size of Bochy's dome?
Dude, CY's huge, man.
He's huge.
I feel like a midget next to him. It's crazy. I feel so small. But yeah, it's Boch is awesome. He's got that same tone the entire time, and he's just even keel as it gets, just himself. I actually lived close to him in Tennessee, and we went up to the clubhouse and had some lunch and talked baseball.
That is fantastic, Jake. We'd love to talk with you for the rest of the afternoon, but Rich is saying that we got to let you go, and we don't want to make an enemy out of him. But I have a feeling you're going to be around for a long time. We look forward to chatting with you more.
Yeah.
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it.